Hey guys, wanted to get you a little video. We are working with Comet and Winston out of the park today. We are just gonna first get you a little video of Comet. So I'm gonna kind of do 2 videos every time I send you one, just so we can kind of talk about their strengths and weaknesses and what we're seeing with them. So with Comet, one thing we see is when he gets easily distracted or when Winston's away from him, he doesn't always want to do the obedience. He's like, okay, I'll do it when Winston's around and when there's no distractions, but as soon as there's a distraction, I can't do it. I can't think. And as soon as I see that Winston's further away from me, then I just want to go be over by him. So that's a little bit of codependency. And so we want to work on that. So we're doing some individual obedience with them daily as well as together. And this is a great park. We have dogs working. We have people on walks. This is Murray Park. And it is one of my favorite parks to take dogs to because typically there's going to be other dogs going for walks. We have a session going on right now with somebody working with their doodle that did a boot camp and is now home and working on follow-up sessions. So it's super good for Comet to work on this. So what we're asking him to do is heel. Now they generally have good leash manners, but they seem to me that they don't understand the position of heel, at least with me, and that could have been taught earlier. I'm not sure, but I want to make sure that they can understand the position of heel. So instead of using a ton of leash, we're using a little bit more e-collar and body language, and what that does is it makes them have to think about the position, and that can be hard and mentally taxing. And so sometimes you'll see them get tired because what we're asking is a lot. And so we do this for maybe 15 minutes and then we give them a little break. We do some playtime and then they can play together, and we have some other dogs that are small as well that they can play with. I have a little beagle at home that they hang out with. Really awesome just to teach position to Comet and have him stay with us. So really good for both dogs, huh, Winston? Yeah, buddy. Really good. Let's try a sit. One thing I do notice with him is that the sit is hard for him. It's easier for Winston, but that was really good. So sometimes he kind of looks at us like, do I want to sit? I don't know. And so we're trying to make sure that we follow through in a way that he understands. So that was really great. So with our sit, we're going to start teaching a stay with it. So we're going to start working on duration. Instead of having him hold it for 5 seconds, we're going to start to have him hold it for 20 seconds and build upon that. And once we have really good duration, then we're going to start working on distance, where we start to walk away from him and kind of come back. So just we'll kind of move our feet back. And this is just proofing. It's very baby steps to teaching that sit stay. No, we're not saying stay, it's just implied. Sit means sit until we say okay and we release you. Really good for him. Oh, good boy. He's so cute. So he broke here, so little correction, little leash guidance, and then getting him back to sit. Really good. Good job. Nice. Good job. We've gotten lots of compliments on these little guys. There was a guy walking his German Shepherd and he said he had a Pomeranian at home. And he's like, they're so awesome. He was really impressed with our training. So really good for these puppy dogs. We've done a lot of obedience at home. This is their first time at a new place working it with me. Has a lot of depth that teaches them that obedience is the same no matter where we go, no matter if we're at home, if we're in the neighborhood, as we're around new dogs. Now this is big for both dogs because day 1 we did see a little barking at other dogs, and you told me that they'll sometimes be a little bit unpredictable. And so sometimes that's mindset. So it's often what I want to work on is just creating a different mindset. So we're keeping Comet engaged by doing obedience, and so that way he doesn't linger and want to bark at the other dog over there. So really good to create that mindset for him. Now it's not that I wouldn't just, like, if he just barks, I will correct it, but I also want to give him better alternatives, both of them, better alternatives of what I want you to do. So really good. Oh, good job. He's so cute.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good boy. And he's eating. I know that that was a concern with you. He is eating his meals. Sometimes he'll kind of skimp out on the kibble for breakfast, but he tends to eat a lot at night. We're keeping him active and healthy. We're taking it easy on him. He is an older fella, but I think just him getting out and getting some exercise makes him a little bit hungrier in the evenings. So he's doing really great there. Really, really good. Now, potty training wise, he has been clean, and Comet has had one accident in his crate. And so I know that that has been an issue, is like trying to figure out who's the one that's having accidents. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I mean, it could be different at your house, but I'm kind of thinking it's Comet. But I'm not sure. So just that one accident yesterday in his crate, at nighttime. And then, yeah, Winston's been clean as a whistle inside the house. Both of them haven't had any accidents out of the crate or anything like that. It's just been him just overnight. So we got that cleaned up, and not a big deal. Just make sure that we'll keep working with him on that stuff, and just maybe having him go out earlier. So they've been going about 8.5 hours at night, so I'm going to start doing 8 hours and see if that works for him. Good job. Anyway, sorry this is long, all the rambles. I just wanted to get you an update. I'm gonna make another one for Winston here in a minute.